I think it's a great day for an introduction. Hey there guys, my name is Carlo Wickham and I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia. And I've had a huge passion for cars since I was a kid, and I still actively participate within the community in Vancouver. I saw it was absolutely beautiful outside, and I decided it would be a great day to introduce myself, my personal history with cars, and what I want this YouTube channel to be about and the things I will post on it. So funny enough, most of my childhood memories comes from cars, and so does my entertainment and passion for them. Ever since I was 4 years old, I was so engrossed in them, and that's what I wanted to discuss with you today, where my beginnings were. Most of my knowledge and interest in cars came from 5 distinct games. So the first one was Need for Speed Underground, the second, Need for Speed High Stakes, Vigilante 8, Twisted Metal, and finally the cornerstone was Gran Turismo. And that was a great game. So I still remember the first time I started up Gran Turismo, and I couldn't really read way too well back then, so I asked my dad for some help. And the first thing he said was, go straight to the used car lot because you have 30,000 credits and we're gonna go buy your first car in the game. So I didn't know what each one did, I just thought they all looked pretty cool. But my dad told me, get this car. He pointed at a gray Nissan Skyline R32, and I was like, why though? Why this one? He told me it's one of the fastest Japanese cars built and it's iconic. So I decided, wow, that's pretty cool. I bought that one and I used it in almost every single race in the game since. So while playing the game, I didn't really know too much about it. I just kind of raced around in random courses and quick play, usually selecting like 2 specific courses each time. I keep pressing random over and over. But then one day it clicked with me. I was like 6 at the time, and I realized, well, if you get first place in a tournament, you get a lot of money. And the R32 was extremely fast. And if I win first place, I get more money. And with that money, I could buy more cars. And I could upgrade my R32 to become even faster. Throughout the course of grade 3 and 4, I beat every single tournament in Gran Turismo 1, and I just wanted to go for that 100%. Around grade 4, I finished and completely 100% in Gran Turismo 1. So another factor that got me really interested in cars from an early age were 2 specific movies that started it all. First one was Days of Thunder, which featured Tom Cruise in 1990, around that period. I found that movie because my dad had a VHS. I was just kind of flipping through the VHS tapes he had, and I found that movie. I saw a car on it, and I watched it like immediately after. And the second movie that really got me interested was, obviously enough, Fast and the Furious. So as with a lot of other people, Fast and the Furious is what really got me interested in the car modding scene. I remember when I was younger and I saw how customizable Paul Walker's Mitsubishi Eclipse was, and Dom's RX-7, I was quite astounded. I thought, wow, those look really cool, and they look nothing like ones I see around on the road. So I googled them, most specifically the RX-7, and I saw how many body kits and things you could do with the RX-7. You can really change up these cars and you can make them really unique. And that's probably why I'm really into them, because each different car has its own personality and distinct look. It's great. Alright guys, now that you have a little bit of personal history for myself, I want to ask you, what do you get when you put together a bunch of racing movies and a huge amount of time invested in racing games and mix in a dad who appreciates and supports your hobby and interest? Well, you get a person who's really appreciative of cars, has a huge passion for them since a young age, and that's what I am now. So now you're probably wondering, what is this channel going to be about? Part of this video was to introduce myself and tell you guys a little bit about myself. Part of it is also to let you guys know what I'm going to be posting on this channel. I'm going to break down the things I'll be posting on this channel and what you guys can expect. So the first thing I'm going to be posting about is about people's different car builds and the car scene just in Vancouver. I think the car scene in Vancouver is absolutely phenomenal because we have such a big variety, from muscle cars to exotics to tuner cars to import ones in Japan to Germany. We have so many different ones, and I just love that because I can see so many of them just driving from school or going to car meets. There's such a big variety around Vancouver, and I just wanted to document it and just show people what the Vancouver car scene is exactly like. Next up, my personal knowledge of cars, such as car brands, history, and facts about them, are pretty good, but my mechanical knowledge is kind of lacking. While I'm learning from other people, I wanted to document that because people are probably in the same boat as I was when I first made this channel. So I want this to be a resource for them. Even though there's a bunch of them online, it's always nice to just have some videos because I personally love learning from videos, and I feel like that'd help a lot of people too. Next up, I wanted to post some videos I have with other people about their cars. In my personal opinion, there are a lot of review sites such as Car and Driver, Car Throttle, Edmunds. There's all sorts of different resources to learn about the car, but I also wanted some personal experiences and thoughts from people who drive them. Hold some interviews with people, ask them about their car. I just want people to get some thoughts from a person who actually drives that thing every single day. Finally, a big portion of my channel is going to be towards racing games and gameplay of them. There's a lot of old games I want to go through, such as Need for Speed, Most Wanted, Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2, that I want to replay and see how they hold up in this day and age. And there's also a set of new games that are coming out, such as Forza Horizon 3, Forza Motorsport 7, and the new Need for Speed games are coming out, and I wanted to play them as well and just post them up online. So I just wanted to ask you guys one last question before I end this video. Besides all the things I've summarized, I wanted to know what you guys want to see in this channel. You can list thoughts, cars you want to see, or anything else. Just put them in the comments below or just shoot me a message and I'll try to go through them, because you can always suggest ideas. I'm really open to them. This is just the start of the channel and I'd love to see what you guys can come up with as well. Thanks for coming with me on this journey, and I'll see you guys around.